Hello everyone and welcome to my video for today. I am going to concentrate about this little double house that is going over the two light bulbs on the layer that we are working on. First of all, we are going to paint the inside of the house here black, and that was a bit tedious because there's a lot of nook and crannies in there. But I did my best and tried to avoid getting too much paint out of the windows, but still painting everything on the inside here. I used this needle tool to pop any bubbles that would be in the windows so that I wouldn't have a closed window but an open window, because there is a hole in there. And now I am working on the outside of this one, and I'm just making the black here underneath the roof. And I also did that on the back side, but there is more of an overhang on this front side of the house. After the paint was all dry, I continue with the white paint here because I want my little house to be white. So I am painting the houses here actually white, and of course also the piece that the houses are standing on are also getting a bit of white all the way around. This took a while because there is a lot of small nooks and crannies on this little house here, so I just took my time and enjoyed the paint process. I gave this house 2 or 3 layers with the white before I was satisfied with the color of this, and I could leave that to dry all up before I continued with the next color. I mixed a tiny bit of my dark gray color here with the white that I have, just a tiny bit, because I wanted a light gray color for these stone benches. So I am just painting those in with this nice little light gray color. Then I decided to paint the door frames and the window frames in this gray color as well. So I took my time with this. It was really a detail work, so I'm using a very fine paintbrush right here. I want the roof to be red, so I am using my red Vallejo and painting the roofs here with the red only on the top side, because we have the black on the bottom side of the roofs. I decided to paint the door here red as well, so that it is matching the roof, and I'm doing that on the back side of the house as well. You won't see the back side of the house that much, but I still want the details to be 100% perfect on this little house. It is really hard to see, but there is this little detail on the top of the door frames and the window frames, and I decided to paint that with my dark gray Vallejo just like it is, to kind of bring that out. And even the little doorknob that is actually on the door, I am painting that with the same color as well. I've never been really good with washes and so on, but here I am doing a wash. I am taking quite a bit of water and then a tiny drop of the gray paint here and mixing that together. So I dip my paintbrush into this mix and then I am putting it on the house around the roof and where I think that could be a little grime on the house. And I used a lot of time with putting some on and taking some off, and yeah, before I was happy with this work. You can take it off again if you have a watery paintbrush, so you can kind of move it around as you want to. So I'm just doing this until I'm happy with the dirt and grime on this little house. Oh, and I did give the roof of the house a tiny bit of it as well, because that would be dirty with time. So don't forget the roof either. I let that all dry up before I continued with my snow effect. I am placing this on the bottom part, so around the houses, and I'm also placing a tiny bit on the roofs of the houses. Here I just slapped a big blob on there. I will move that around later, but I'm placing it where I think that snow would end up when it is snowing and wind is blowing and stuff like that. So I'm just placing it where I think it would look good. When I was done with all the snow around the house and the benches and on the roofs and wherever I thought that it would make sense to have snow, I let that dry up for a day before I wanted to place this into the scenery. So I'm just dry fitting. It's called dry fitting. I'm just dry fitting it here before I use my super glue gel to glue this in place, popping it carefully over the light bulbs and then just making sure it is sitting exactly where it needs to go, and keep a pressure on it for a few seconds. Then I am finding my Tamaria snow effect again, because I want the little house here to be kind of in the scenery, not on the scenery. So I'm blending the connection between the bottom part of the house with the ground here that is with the snow effect that is on the first floor here on the little winter tree. So I'm just taking my time and working this little snow effect in to all the small corners around, making it look like it all belongs together. And that's all there is for the part of this build today. So I hope you enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun with this one. So thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!